So, Sean, take it away with the standings.
Oh my goodness, I'm so out of whack because I wasn't here last week that I didn't have them up. But hold on, wait. D Don't move on to a different topic. I'm almost there.
Gabe, you wrote hover car in the report.
Huh? Did I?
Yeah, it'd have to be you.
No, he didn't. I was just filling the silence. I thought of the funniest
Oh,
thing I could say. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Breaking Points, giving you motorsports coverage beyond the checkered flag. But this podcast specifically, just NASCAR coverage beyond the checkered flag. Now, I may have done a really upbeat intro. However, our only news this week is that we have to announce that Ned Jarrett has passed away. Sean, please give us the stats.
yeah, Ned Jarrett and his driving career in general won 50 races, spanning from 1953 to 1965, and quite frankly could have won a lot more, but decided to retire pretty early in 1965, and he was only in his early to mid 30s, citing the dangers of the sport. Like I mentioned, two-time champion in 1961 and 65, two-time National Sportsman Division champion, which is now the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, an International Motorsports Hall of Fame inductee in 1991, and a NASCAR Hall of Fame inductee in the inaugural class in 2011. A driver and frankly, a figure in the garage area who was very influential. The father of Dale Jarrett, who himself is a Hall of Famer and NASCAR champion, has made his own impact um, as a broadcaster and driver. And Ned Jarrett himself was actually one of the most iconic voices of early NASCAR broadcasting, which is quite ironic when you consider the fact he had to take classes actually to overcome what he described as stage fright. You wouldn't think with how he talked on the radio and on television that he had to overcome something like that, but that he was willing to do what it took if it meant sticking around in the sport, and it's another big figure to lose in NASCAR. Um, yeah.
Yeah, we will miss him. Gabe, you got any thoughts to add here?
Yeah, I think Sean summed it up pretty well.
He did. And to liven up the beat a little bit here, we do have Sean back, you guys. We made a whole joke about on the last episode being like, Sean, what are your thoughts? Silence. Oh, wait, he's not here. I don't know if you listened to last week's pod. I don't think you did.
I did. Oh, have some faith in me. And guess what? If I'm not listening to it, I know well that Jane is listening to the podcast. She always listens to them. She's our supporter. So shout out to
Shout
Jane.
out Jane.
But no, that's to
Yeah.
say I did listen
Big
for the
dubs.
record.
Wow. Who was your picks?
I never remember my picks when I'm here.
Yeah, you're right. I have to I have to keep it on the note card anyways. But we're gonna start with the truck series, as we always do. Except apparently last week when we did not start with the truck series because it went out of order. But or 2 weeks ago. Meh, meh, meh. Gabe, would you like to start us off on this truck race, or do you want me to talk about what time it is?
What time is it? What time is it?
It's high time, you guys. We love it. Dude needs a watch sponsorship. I swear to God. I swear I'm gonna start talking to Rolex, Invicta, who else? Other watch brands. I don't wear enough watches to know. I wear Invicta and I know Rolex. That's
Actually,
it.
I'm biased because I do endurance sports. What would work well for him because he's an athlete would be like Garmin, Whoop, like those kind of like fitness tracking watches. I think would function really well for someone like Corey.
We've had this convo.
Have we?
Yes, because I mentioned Invicta and you said, well, what does Invicta have to do with racing? As if Invicta doesn't sponsor a Formula 2 team. A Formula 3, Formula 2 team.
They're not in Formula 3, first off. Second off, they are the Formula
No.
2 team. Third off, um, I don't
To
remember
be
this
fair, I don't watch
conversation.
it anymore. Okay, I do think it was last year. I think it was the old pod, which, funny enough, we are approaching the old pod's length on this one. We are getting
Mhm.
closer to it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess it would have
Um,
been about 6 months.
well, so the last pod ran, if anyone's gonna try and find the old pod, it ran for 33 episodes. Max Verstappen and number of wins that Ned Jarrett had, funny enough. We are on episode 22, so we are 11 episodes short. But we did surpass when we started the last one, so that's fun. But also being on episode 22, we do have to mention that this is the Joey Logano episode, and he didn't do horrible during this race. We'll get there later. But
I just want to say, on behalf of everyone here at Breaking Points, Sean, Bailey, Gabriel, we all love Joey Logano. We all are Joey Logano fans, and we all cheer for him every Sunday.
I will post a picture of my friend getting Joey Logano's signature on his arm. It wasn't these two friends, other friends, but still counts because I'm in the picture. I was not there. I was actually meeting Connor Zilish, which I will take that any day. Sorry. But we need to get back to this the truck race. And before we get too deep into the truck race part of it and more on the Corey Heim stuff, I heard he's going to be in the 35, which is very unfortunate, and I'm slightly depressed. So I really wanted him to be in the 67, which, side note, the cup race was on 6-7, and I
By the
didn't
way,
make a single 6-7 joke.
this is another motorsport I don't know if we ever talked about, but in MotoGP, Marc Marquez probably is going to be one of the GOATs in MotoGP. Um, won his 67th race on 6-7, and he did the 6-7 as he crossed the line. Like, can you blame him?
I cannot. I love that.
God, we are all 12 years old.
We are. It's great. This joke is so old. It's been so long. We were still making 6-7 jokes on the old pod. How have we still been doing it for 6 months on top of however long we did it at the other one? Oh my God. It's fine. I'm fine. Anyways, Gabe, please tell me how disappointed you are at the fact that Christopher Bell won the stages but did not win. I don't remember. He won. Did he win one or both?
Both, yeah.
Ah,
And it's pretty disappointing, considering that three times he has won, like prior to this weekend. Three times he has swept the stages. He went twice. He went on to win the race, and that's like a 0.67 chance that he ends up winning, and he still doesn't. Obviously, the batting average gets down to 500 now, but still, it hurts because it wasn't on the back of some, crazy move by someone. Um, Albeit there was good driving. It's just that he suffered from some bad pit stops, um, couldn't break through at the end, and then still finished sixth. But you can't go down to the truck series and drive like crap, in my opinion. Like I wouldn't say he drove like crap. The results was crap. Let's just leave it at that. Obviously his weekend was about to get very, very much very worse later on. We'll talk about that, but um, Corey Haim and Caden Honeycutt put on a great show towards the end. Obviously, Corey threw a few blocks here and there. Some would say it's a little bit bush league. Some would say it's a little bit dirty, but some would say it's great moves, beautiful, like just well timed. And I'm stuck a little bit on both, but still legit win for Corey Haim. For you know why doesn't he have a full time ride? Who knows, bro?
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
now he does.
in
Just
in
saying, now
in
he
like half
does.
a year, like he gotta wait half a year until he gets his full time ride.
6 or 7 months. I'm gonna kill myself after this episode, guys. For legal reasons, that's a joke though. Um, also, Sean, before you make whatever point you are, I sent a meme to Gabe earlier to just him, and I realized I never sent it to you, so now I have sent it to you.
okay.
Um, Christopher Bell's paint scheme for the weekend. Have you seen it?
Yeah, that's uncalled for. Yeah,
It's very, very funny though.
you got flashed out on screen.
I will. I'll put that in the bloopers. Actually, no, I won't. Put that in the normal episode. Y'all need personality, especially after what you're gonna see on in Thursday. You're gonna need some personality. It's fine. I'm fine. Anyways, what were you gonna say? I don't remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say the 2 points mainly. The first, I think the racing between Heim and Honeycutt was definitely aggressive but fair. Um, but in the media center, Heim, was talking about how Honeycutt felt about the move, and he just like grow thicker skin, which, you know, I have two things to say about that comment in particular. First off, I wonder what Heim's reaction would have been had he been on the receiving end of that, because he's seen it in the past, mainly with Lane Riggs in North Wilkesboro last year, where Riggs just squeezed him high. Like he Heim spun on his own on the high lane in the overtime restart at Wilkesboro, but was the one who went up to Lane and was upset with him about how that race ended. So I wonder how he would have reacted had Honeycutt just not budged when he blocked and Heim spins through the infield. I wonder what that would have been. And also, I gather that Honeycutt and Heim don't exactly like each other. And that's not just indicative of that dynamic, but Heim in general is one who holds a lot of grudges, I've noticed. Especially as it relates to many drivers. The one I can remember right now is about Carson Hocevar. I think Amber Busick with Fox Sports interviewed him not long ago and was like, "Hey, what do you think about him?" And he's like, "I don't like that guy," and just left it at that. And it's the same as Heim's feelings about Ty Gibbs for their ARCA run-ins in the early 2020s. He doesn't let things go, and he has the success to speak for it right now, but I wonder how holding a grudge might hold back your career, especially when a grudge against Ty Gibbs kind of already did.
Yeah. I was gonna say when you as soon as you said Carson Hocevar, I was like, oh, the one I was thinking was Ty Gibbs. Because that's the one I always heard about. I didn't know it was from Arca, which is also 6 years ago. Like, bro, get over it. And this is also coming from someone who does hold grudges, but I don't hold them for that long. I hold them for maybe a couple years max. Anything from 2023, I don't remember it. So that's just unfortunate. But unless someone else had anything to add, no.
Mm, no.
Hmm. Oh. We did shit, for lack of better terms. Except Gabe, you had the frick. I literally said it last week that you had the dream lineup, and you did. I'm s- I'm so upset. So obviously, Gabe, you had Hocevar, who finished in third. So yippee for you. And then Sean and I are both sub 30. Sean, you had Christian Eckes, who was 32nd, and I had Dawson Sutton, who was 36th, which I don't know if y'all are in any Discord servers where you have like the NASCAR decks. My friends and I are playing this game, and Dawson Sutton comes up, and one of my friends goes, "That's a literal child." Like they thought it was NASCAR kids, and I'm like, "No, that's Dawson Sutton." We had to look it up, and dude's 20, and they were like, "There's no way this guy is older than me. He looks 12." It's just so funny, and I also didn't realize that's what Dawson Sutton looked like. So beyond the point, I finished last. So, Sean, take it away with the standings.
Oh my goodness, I'm so out of whack because I wasn't here last week that I didn't have them up. But hold on, wait. D don't move on to a different topic. I'm almost there.
Gabe, you wrote hover car in the report.
Huh? Did I?
Yeah, it'd have to be you.
No, he didn't. I was just filling the silence. I thought of the funniest
Oh,
thing I could say.
you already know Gabe opened the Breaking Points website at breakingpoints.com at such a quick time that, yeah, yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. Anyways,
Lane Riggs leads the standings decisively by 26 points over Caden Honeycutt. Chandler Smith is 90 back in third. Gio Ruggiero 114 back in fourth, and Christian Eckes falls to fifth, 118 back. Down to the cut line is Jake Garcia at 278 points. 4 points back is Corey Heim, and 9 points back is Stuart Friesen.
yippee. Also, side note, we're going back on the Heim train, right, real quick, right? Okay. So, they were talking about stage points and stuff. They're still saying that Heim is eligible for points. He's eligible for points, but he's not eligible for the chase,
Yeah,
which
I mean,
makes
yeah,
absolutely no sense.
yeah, he's eligible for points, but he can't. You have to do all the races to qualify for the chase.
But Corey LaJoy isn't eligible for points.
That's because he didn't do all the races apparently. But Matt Kenseth got the waiver, even though he didn't do the races. So we've had this conversation. It's kind of
We have
bullshit.
had this convo. It is BS. But you know what else is BS?
The fact you had to censor what I just said there.
Nope.
Uh,
I'll be honest, I didn't hear what you said. So, unless you were talking about like saying it's BS, I have not. The only words I have been censoring were like F bombs, and that's if I catch them. So, granted, I'm also editing these things at like 10, 11 o'clock at night while also doing homework. No, I was gonna say, you know what else is BS? Winning from last to first twice in a row. Denny Hamlin, I swear this guy. Ay, ay, ay. Denny Hamlin for the second week in a row, and also apparently second time this weekend, wins from last. So Denny Hamlin gets the pole, but then he had crashed in practice, so he had to start at the back because of adjustments. So Carson Hocevar got to start on the pole for his home race, kind of, or front row at least. But everybody knows Denny does what Denny does best, and that's win. But I will say, I loved how he pulled out the Kyle Busch flag. That it made me tear up, I'm not gonna lie. Because he tied Kyle Busch's record with 63 wins. Yeah, ninth all time. Yeah. I'm not looking to anyone for approval on that. I'm pretty positive on it. So, um, who do I want? Do anyone want to talk about a specific person, or do you want me to talk about the obvious?
I'll let you guys go first.
Do you want me to talk about the obvious? And the obvious is not what Gabe's obvious is. I'm starting at the beginning of the race. So the obvious at the beginning of the race. Fire. I'm so sorry. I found a meme and I am gonna post a picture of it here because I posted on my story and I was crying with laughter. Um, we'll talk about this later, but Eric Jones was in contention for the lead. However, a certain rookie could not go at all. So Connor Zilish, first of all, spins by himself on lap three. He, I don't even remember who he tried to look to the outside of, but just, I don't know, wind did not work with his car. And he went spinning. And then he spun again, I think 5-ish laps later, and had to retire the car because he hit the wall. So, this meme that I have, which I will put up now, I guess, now that I've learned how to edit pictures into podcasts. Is Eric Jones talking to his car, and then Connor saying, "Please work," and the car saying, "F you," which is an exact representation of what happened to that number 88 in that race. I'm laughing through the pain, guys. But, Gabe, would you like to talk about your obvious?
Ay, ay, ay.
Or do you want to let Sean talk because yours is a little bit later in the race?
uh, I mean, sure, sure.
Your
I
turn.
just, I guess mine's just more broadly speaking about Denny Hamlin in general, but Hamlin at 45 years old, I think is the best version of Hamlin I've seen. I mean, he on that in the last restart absolutely dominated that. He won by 11 seconds. Driver, first off, driver the number 11 won by 11.11 seconds. I just want to point that out. Um, first
Lucky.
off, but yeah, wins his
Not lucky that he
63rd
won.
race.
I need to
No,
clarify
no,
that.
not
When I
at
said
all.
lucky, not lucky that he won. Lucky number 11. Sorry. 11-11. You
J
know how it goes.
you
Go
know,
ahead.
it wasn't long ago where people were saying that Tyler Reddick had this regular season title locked up, which granted, he's probably still the favorite, but Hamlin has cut that deficit down to under 55 points, if I remember correctly, which it was triple digits not long ago. And the fact that Reddick had a bad race today, his first points paying race that was subpar of the season, um, I don't know. I mean, I think Hamlin versus Reddick is the most likely outcome of this season, and I'm really excited to see how it goes because Hamlin is just on fire right now.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I didn't realize that Denny Hamlin was 45 until they said that. I definitely thought dude was like between 41, 43, which I mean, granted is not that bad or that different from 45. But then they said that he could also become the oldest champion because he would be almost 46 by November. Because I think they said his birthday's in like December or something. I don't remember. But I'm like, damn, that's a funny stat to have. Anyways, Gabe, state the obvious. We're ready for it.
Yep. Yeah, my guy got crashed out. Like out of nowhere, you know? Like, but he's going on his merry way, and then like, oh no! Looked like it's like that class, like those cartoon stuff. They look to the left, and then like locomotives coming over to like slam them, T-bone them. Well, it wasn't like that, but it certainly surprised the hell out of me. Um, Took a big hit, slammed straight into the wall. The whole suspension, the whole body was basically messed up. His day was messed up as well. Obviously, got a little bit shaken up, but ended up all right. Which is sad. Again, like I joke, like we joke about like Bell always like missing out on wins and whatnot. But like this, like he was actually running pretty good, and then like fate just comes out of nowhere and just like gives him a smack across the face. Like just why not? Yeah, I'm disappointed. As a fan, I feel bad on some level. Um, for Elliot because like he unintentionally like got someone else involved. But still, I'm still pretty. I have some like I'm a little bit unhappy about it. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, not a good day for my driver.
And I also wouldn't say he got away unscathed entirely. Like he has a wrist issue. Um, this is where no, I put the picture up earlier. I'm not putting it again here. They mentioned that he has an ankle issue and a wrist issue that they're going to monitor for the rest of the week. So, in theory, unless Sean somehow has the entry list pulled up right now and can look at who's going to be in the number 20,
It's going to
he
be
might not
Christopher.
race.
It's still Christopher Bell on the entry list, but Joe Gibbs representatives did say that they would just monitor it throughout the week and they will make changes if needed.
Yeah. Unless they decide to turn into IndyCar and have multiple drivers that are injured. I'm sorry. Did anyone see that graphic? Sean, if you watched the Indy race,
I
did you
did. I
see the
watched Indy.
graphic?
Yeah, I watched it.
That
I have
graphic was so funny.
it was pretty funny. I have a lot of mixed feelings about the notion of doing that, but that's a separate conversation. Also breaking news that I don't think we talked about, but it was kind of confirmed. Richard Childress made his first press conference appearance since Kyle Busch's passing on Thursday afternoon, and could basically confirm that Austin Hill would be in the 33 for the rest of the year. No matter how you feel about Austin Hill, he's pretty much doing two full seasons at the same time. And with the context around the way he's doing it, it's very similar to Kevin Harvick in 2001 when Earnhardt died. So definitely going to be at least on the Cup side, giving as much support to Hill as I can because it's an unenviable position.
Yeah. I'll I'll join you on that so you're not in solitude over there. Um, I'll cheer for him on Cup days, which I had to this weekend, but I wasn't trying to segue that just yet. I also wanted to talk about do you guys know how the rumor was that Jesse Love was supposed to fill in for Kyle Busch when he retired? Well, basically that's not going to happen anymore because the sponsors said no, which is very unfortunate because they said he looks too young.
It's
That's
also
basically
it's
it.
also a load of bullshit. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think that's at all the case. I think it's just that Jesse Love is signed. I don't know. I think Love has signed a contract elsewhere, and Childress has the grudge about it. It's going to be exactly how it's the same as Reddick's departure in 2022. It's the same as pretty much every other person who's departed Richard Childress ever. Talking about grudges with Corey Heim. I mean, Childress is one of them.
Sorry, my dog distracted me. Would you like to see Nugget now that he's facing the camera, guys? There's my dog. Connor Zilish was actually named after my dog Nugget for the mini series. Which did y'all watch that? That is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
No,
Do hide.
unfortunately not. Um,
It's so stupid, but it's so funny. And it's oh no, I'm not gonna change topics that quickly. That's a horrible topic change. I'll talk to y'all about that later. Anyways, how we kind of segued to Hill, unless there was anything else anyone wanted to say.
No.
Fire.
Yeah.
Did you have any pit stops you wanted to mention?
I mean, I was gonna say Busher, but then his day turned his like Busher's was basically Busher. RFK basically had a rough day in general, not just on the pit road. I'm just saying in general. Um, Ty Gibbs, um, oh, that was a rough one. Yeah, extending into Ryan Priest, the third RFK driver, got slammed into when Ty Gibbs got on exit, like was exiting his pit box, and which I'll say this myself as one of the biggest, like one of a self-proclaimed Ty Gibbs hater. Um, that was not his fault, right? Like as like I think the driver definitely handling the car definitely bears certain responsibility, but like you hear the radio after that, like what do you mean one lane? There was no lanes, and that was a completely valid crash out for Ty Gibbs. So little skirmish there. Not a good day on pit road for RFK. Not a good day for Ty Gibbs either. Has stuff here and there. But yeah, there's it for me.
I was gonna say, and that pit road incident was really funny because I was looking at it and then it said Ross Chastain up 26 spots. And I was like, holy smokes, did you just not take anything? Come to find out, he did not do anything. He did not stop. So I was laughing, making a joke like, "Oh, your stop was so fast, you didn't even get anything." He really didn't. And then we also kind of skipped over the Eric Jones thing. Um, live and die with Legacy Motor Club. Why don't you, Gabe?
Let's
completely
go.
forgetting, completely
I'm.
forgetting Eric Jones.
I was
I
gonna
think he's in
shout.
the top 20 now. I think we'll get
We'll
into the
get to the
standings in a
10.
minute, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive he's in the top 20 of the standings now.
He is 18th.
Ooh, there's a chance. Is the
Yeah.
one above him Joey Logano?
Yes.
Ooh, which, side note, I don't remember who said it, but someone was talking about drivers that are currently in the chase points that don't deserve to be there. And they named Carson Hocevar and Shane Van Gisbergen as people who don't deserve to be in the chase right now, and said that Joey Logano does deserve it because he is a three-time champion. I'm not gonna lie, I screamed at my TV and I said, "How many wins does Joey Logano have this year? And how many does
Mm.
Carson Hocevar and SVG have? At least one each." So just because you're a champion does not mean you deserve it. I'm just gonna say
Not to
that. Oh,
say,
you're gonna
not to
cover
say,
up our matching shirts. Pause. Rude.
It's cold, okay?
How is it cold? Oh, wait, I forgot. Y'all are at the other side of the
I'm
country.
sitting right in front of the 8,
It
but it is
is
85 degrees.
it's still 100 here. I'm gonna die.
Yep. Getting back
Anyways,
to as I was saying about Joey Logano, um, as you said, he has no wins. He has less top fives than both SVG and Carson Hocevar, and less top tens than Hocevar. So I didn't listen to the broadcast. I was just watching because I was kayaking. But you know, whoever said that, they got some problems. Um,
but wait,
Bless
remember,
them.
but remember, everyone here at Breaking Points, Sean, Bailey, and Gabe, we are all
We all
self-proclaimed.
love Joey
We
Logano. We will
We
be we will be sat down at Phoenix, all three of us, watching Joey Logano take his fourth championship
You mean Homestead?
because he's gonna clinch the championship 2 races early after Phoenix.
Is it only two? I
mm,
thought it was three.
3 races early after Phoenix.
let's go. Let's go.
Hey, hey,
Um,
hey. Anyways, we're gonna talk about how horribly mid we all were for this. Um, Gabe, you still had the dream team for this one. You had Alex Bowman, Tucson guy. Love
mm,
my guy. In 19th.
not bad, not
So,
bad.
also side note, for the first time we get a 1, 2, 3, it's really unfortunate that it's 19th, 20th, and 21st. This is the first time we've all finished in a row. But then I had Austin Hill, so yippee. Sean, unfortunately, you had JJ Yealy. So you finished in 21st. How funny that would have been if it was 20, 21, 22, because then Austin Hill, who drives the 21, and O'Reilly's finished in 21st. But no, we're not allowed to have funny things like that here. So there's nothing else we would like to add on the Cup Series. Sean, standings, please and thank you.
Yep, Reddick leads by 51 over Hamlin. Then it's a big gulf to 157 back for Ryan Blaney. It's 187 back for Chase Elliott in fourth and 199 back for Ty Gibbs in fifth. Going down to the cut line, it's Austin Cindric still at 332. 3 points back is Joey Logano. And Eric Jones sits, I can do quick math here, 13 points back. And then 19th and 20th are Ryan Preece and Michael McDowell.
Heck yeah. I would also like to point out that Carson Hocevar is in seventh. The 77 is in seventh. Which, funny joke actually. I took a picture because I thought it was funny when Carson Hocevar was in seventh. And coincidentally, there was a 6-7 meme that I did not mean to take a picture of. Um, if I can find my freaking Instagram, that'd be great. And Sean wants to share his screen. I missed that last
Is
week.
it pick? Is it picks time?
It is picks time. Unless you guys want to see the picture, which I just put in our chat. For funsies.
All right. The O'Reilly Auto Parts series for Pocono this weekend is where we're headed. The Tricky Triangle. Carson Voppel is in the 9 car this weekend. Uh, got
Oh,
Nick Light in the 42, Natalie Decker in the 53, Leland Honeyman in the 92. So
Byron's back.
I didn't feel like typing out all the names anymore, so I typed out 1 through 38, and that will correspond with the entry number on the far left side here.
You know what?
So
That
if you
is
get
so much smarter.
so much easier than I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner. Um, let's
Because,
go.
well, please tell
Who
me at
wants?
least for the cup one. Please tell me for the cup one you at least put in Sir Shanley McVan Van Gisbergen in it. Because he
I
is the last one on there. Or you at least
I'll,
put in a name for him.
I have this all in the same tab, so I'll get rid of
Boo.
38 when I re-rack it.
Hell yeah. Okay.
All right, who's going first?
You go first. You never go first.
Okay, I'll go first. Give me someone good. Please, 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 please.
Not allowed.
Number 3 on the entry list. That
Nick,
is Connor Zilic.
Ooh.
are you sure?
Yes, entry number 3.
Oh,
Number 1,
I
Connor
forgot.
Zilic.
I forgot Cole Custer was in there. My bad.
Let's go.
Let's go. Now, what are the odds someone else gets him too? Because you're leaving him on
Who's
there.
who's second?
Gabe, you or me?
I'll go
You
second.
go.
I'll go second.
Gabe is second. He's going to get entry lucky number 13. That is
Ooh.
Brandon Jones.
Not bad.
Pretty
Hmm.
solid picks so far.
I'm about to get the worst one of them all.
That's usually how it goes. All right, let's see who Bailey
Yeah.
gets. You're going to get entry
Yay.
number 35. That is
Oh, this is so bad.
Dexter Bean in the 91.
Who is Dexter Bean?
That's
You know what?
Let's
That's
look
a
it
unfortunate for
up.
you.
vibe name, I guess.
Oh
Okay.
no.
The 38 for Shane Van Gisbergen on here. I'll change that up real quick. Um, hmm.
I do still have people on my server calling him Sir Shanley McVan Van Gisbergenet, which is still hilarious to me.
Sir Shanley Van Gisbergen at. That sounds good to me.
Actually,
All
the
right.
second Van was in the Van Gisbergenet.
Fine. I'll just add another Van Gisbergen. There you go.
So Sir Shanley McVan Van Gisbergenet.
Solid. All right,
Instead of
Bailey.
juniors, it's add another Van.
Oh, also, I'll go over notable entries once we spin for you here. That should
Fire. Also,
be
these numbers
Kyle
are
Larson.
crazy. No.
You got Kyle Larson.
Ooh.
Ew.
But notable entries for Pocono, we mentioned Austin Hill. He's doing the full season, so he's no longer going to be a part of the notable entry discussion. But Casey Mears in the 62 and Daniel Dye in the 78.
Double
So
D.
anyway, yep,
Yikes.
Bailey got Kyle Larson.
Ew.
Gabriel, let's see who you get.
No whammies, no whammies.
Entry number 8. That should be Chase Elliott. Yes, it is.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
Drama.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
That means
He
I'm
has
actually about I'm about to get I might get Daniel Dye.
no, he has
Don't give me Casey Mears or Daniel Dye, please. That's
now you
even
get Bowman.
worse. That's even worse.
Gragson?
I got
Oh,
Noah
no.
Gragson.
You got Riz.
Oh my God, 27th place.
I'm writing that down. You're 27th. But no, that's really unfortunate, Gabe. You have to root for the guy who crashed out your boy. Ay,
Yeah.
ay, ay. What is my meme of the hour? Oh, it's still Tyler Reddick. I thought for once it was going to be. Before we started, it was Chase Elliott, and I was then going to show you, but it is no longer Chase Elliott. So therefore, it doesn't matter anymore. Womp womp. Anyways, that's the episode. Sean, it's your turn. You missed last week.
All right. This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or reused in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of its fans for your continued support. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Pause. Since when were we owned by NASCAR?
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or reused in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of its fans for your continued support. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
We are still sponsored by NASCAR.
That's my outro.
But since when are we sponsored by NASCAR? We don't get paid for that. Wait, 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 wait. We don't get paid,
We
period.
didn't. Oh man.
Golly. So it's prior to 2026 because Kyle Busch is still alive.
Excellent insight. Yeah, that is true. I
You're gonna
guess
kill me.
if that's the one metric you're going off of, then I
20,
guess
20, 2016.
no.
What
So it's
is
not
it?
an
Indy?
intermediate. It's not a short track. It's not
No,
super
it's
speedways.
not Indy.
Is it Michigan?
It's Michigan.
What? That, why is it not intermediate?
Because Michigan's a super speedway.
It is?
Yes.
You know what? That explains so much.
Anyway,
Next
All
one.
right.
this one relates to Pocono.
Oh dear God, you give us the top 20 or 15. Shit. I can't count.
Jeff Gordon.
98.
It's 1998. Good job.
Oh,
I don't know how I got that.
I was gonna ask what your methodology was there because there's a few gives.
I was gonna say, you want to know exactly what my methodology was?
What?
Jeff Gordon and Dale Jarrett, and I didn't see Jimmy Johnson, so I knew it was before 2002. And I picked a number. That was my exact methodology.
That's a solid guess.
is it in? Wait, is it in Pocono?
No,
No.
Is it an intermediate?
no,
Is it a short track?
no,
Is it Daytona?
no,
Talladega?
no.
Michigan?
It's Michigan again.
Oh my. Ah,
Wh- Which Michigan race?
the
Fall.
first Michigan race.
It's the fall. It's the fall race.
So is it the
I'm
first or the
guessing.
second?
It's the second. Second.
Oh,
I was on a roll this one. And you said this was gonna be the harder one.
This isn't about manufacturer.
Oh, you said it
Okay,
was a
hold up, hold
10
up,
streak.
hold up. So someone had their last race winless, and then they went on to win the next race, which is in Pocono.
No. So
Oh my
if
god,
I'm
bro.
understanding it right, they were on a streak up until this race. And this
On a
streak,
winless
this one,
streak.
Let me.
I don't
Okay.
know if it was winless or not.
I think I explained this wrong. I'm saying that this race, let's say this is his third win in a row, and it was a three in a row streak. This is the third race of that three in a row.
Mmm.
And in this case, it was four in a row. So this is the fourth race of the four in a row.
Mmm.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is if Denny
Denny
Hamlin
Hamlin.
wins next week,
Yeah.
well, he has to win it from last. He
No
has
one
to
gassed.
get pole. He has to get pole and then win it from last. That is the streak that he's going on right now.
I
He's
could.
gotten pole and then had to start last in the last two
Uh,
races. The next one he has to do the same thing.
What a
Damn,
pull.
that's
What a
actually
I've
kind
pull.
of funny.
I've interviewed Howden Ganley before. He like I wrote up his profile and he tore it to shreds. He's like, Sean, I hate to break it to you, but it absolutely sucks. And it was the most demoralizing email I've ever gotten, I think, in my entire time doing this.
Ay, ay, ay.
Damn.
That's funny though, I'm not gonna lie.
Sean, you should quit. You should kill yourself right now.
Yikes. Don't. Oof.
Oh,
That's just the cherry on top. And
that's
also
the worst part.
Dennis Hauger, um, I had him on Snapchat in 2020, and like he would always I'm the one that had to unadd him because what he'd always do every single day, it was always bath time at 6 p.m. Norway time because he'd send a picture of him in the bubble bath and he and he would just say bath time with the sponge emoji. So anytime you watch an IndyCar race and you see Dennis Hauger doing whatever he does, he's pretty good. I like him, but he's just kind of odd.
He's clean.
Just
Oh yeah, he has a routine, 6 p.m.
Norwegian time.
Norway time, so it would have been noon if he's living in America.
I
That'd be
mean, I
horrible
respect the
taking a bath at
dedication.
noon. Ew.
I mean,
That's not.
we gotta respect the dedication, you
Yeah.
know.
I always call Dennis Hauger bath boy.
You know what? Valid. Ooh, what's everyone drinking today?
Water.
Boring.
Chocolate,
I
chocolate.
know.
You're drinking chocolate? Okay, Willy Wonka.
Really
So now I get to be the fun one. I got alcohol. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Breaking Points, giving you motorsports coverage beyond the checkered flag. What is my actual intro? I don't remember the intro. But yeah, okay. So, in my defense, I filmed for 4 hours for this project I had to do, and my teacher said I couldn't use my normal intro. So, I had to change it. But I also had to keep it the same, like, kinda, you know? So, I almost just said the other one's intro. So, it's fine.
It's funny,
Also,
Dave, that you sent the traffic message right as I had opened the chat to send a message about my situation right as you sent yours. I swear, like our menstrual cycles were aligned. Wait, okay, that's not how that works. Sorry.
y'all Bluetooth was synced.
I
I'm
think
so glad.
that's what I
I'm
was
so
looking
glad I
for.
started recording this early, by the way.